Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. SafetySystems.com is the website to learn more. What is more important than the security of your family? Nothing. And who has the best security, fire, and life safety systems in East Tennessee? With the best monitoring? Safety Systems. You know who you need to call? You need to call the former teammate of Sterling Hinton. That would be VFL J.J. Surlis, because he is the man to call at Safety Systems. And his former teammate, Sterling Hinton, is back with us now, and we got him a microphone, not that he needs it. I'm going to start. You wrote about it. And you were a former player, so I'm going to get your take, okay. Both of you guys. Leonard Fournette, Christian McCaffrey, and now the lead running back at Baylor, all three have said, look, we're passing on the bowl thing. All right, I understand that from a business perspective. You look at the kid last year, Jalen Smith from Notre Dame, blew his knee out in that bowl, cost himself millions, was going to be a top 10 pick, wasn't. Although he came out this week and said if he had a do-over, he still would play in the bowl game. But what are your thoughts? Start with you, Sterling Hinton, as a player. You walk away from the bowl game to protect yourself for a business decision. Thoughts?
My thought is I'm not leaving anything unfinished. My season's not over. I'm not, business decisions, I came to take care of business when I signed instead of intent. I came to make this team a winner. I have friends that I will not ever let down intentionally that are on my team. There's no way I do not play the bowl game.
Mike Strange.
I like what Sterling said. I think we'd all like to believe that bowl games and everything really matters, and even if it's an illusion, we'd still like to believe it. I don't blame these guys, but I think we're on a slippery slope here. Where's it going to go from here? Next year is a guy, like I said, is a guy at Rutgers going to, in October say, well, we're not going to the Rose Bowl. I'm just going to shut it down.
Well, there was talk about Jadeveon Clowney going into his junior year. Would he shut it down? I think you are going to get to that point at some point. Mike Griffith, 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, the accountability isn't to the program; it's to your teammates. As Sterling was saying, it's not necessarily to the school or to the fans, but it's to the teammates that you've sweated with and sacrificed with, and to me, Chuck, that's where it all lies in the end.
And in the case of these running backs, it's especially your offensive line who spent all year blocking for you.
But
you're saying, good luck with the next guy.
I think you also have to look a little bit case by case, and I think you see some injury-plagued seasons. Like Fournette had the high ankle sprain.
Yep.
That's not gotten better. McCaffrey has had some injuries. All they're going to do is hurt their NFL draft stock. They're not going to help it. And so it's really good to let their team know, as due to Jalen Hurd, and only giving half effort.
Okay, well, I agree with that.
Wow.
I will say that, if I had a kid, it would be nice to see him finish his career. But I would also be tempted to say, let's not blow the knee out right before the draft, Junior. Let's make that. Let's wait till you get to the NFL, and after we've signed that big $1 million contract, then you can get out there and hurt yourself. I mean, I understand where they're coming from.
Isn't that what the insurance is for, though?
But your insurance isn't going to cover what would be a $40 million first check, depending on when you get drafted. You may get a $10 million insurance, which would be nice for me if anybody wants to give me $10 million. But $40 million beats $10 million. All right, last one. We got about 15 seconds each. How much will this year's bowl game outcome help or hurt Butch Jones going into 2017? I don't think it can really help him, unfortunately. I don't think it can help him for his sake. I think it can hurt him. I think you'll have more people being loud if you lose this game and your record is worse than it was a year ago. That's my take. I don't think it can help you. I think it'll hurt you. Chuck?
2 factors: hope of gain, fear of loss. Fear of loss is so much greater than what you do have to gain. But I believe there is something to gain in not losing twice back-to-back in Nashville.
Mike?
My favorite Rocky movies were when he beat Clubber Lang and the Russian. They were happy endings. So I think it would help. It's a happy ending to the season.
Okay, and hopefully Burgess Meredith doesn't die again. What do we got? Mike Strange, quickly.
Adrian! If it can hurt you to lose, then to me it has to help you to win. All right. It can't be neutral.
Okay.
Winning solves everything. Winning definitely helps. Without question, it helps. Absolutely.
We'll have you back on in a month.
Oh, wait!
And we'll discuss how much winning has helped everything. It should be a bonus if you win the game, but I think there's more damage that can be done than positives that can be done. And I pity the fool that disagrees with me. All right. When we come back, it's the last edition of Chuck versus Pearl in our predictions. Sterling can't win, but he can help Bobby Scott win. Chuck might not walk away with this thing. Come on back. Let's see how they pick.